The UFC has the worst heavyweight division that I've ever seen in any promotion. Literally any. Boxing has a deeper heavyweight division than the UFC does. UFC just released Martin Buday, a 16-2 ranked heavyweight fighter, coming off of a win of July 26, 2025, literally the last card. He is on a 3-fight winning streak. He is ranked number 12. They just cut him. He fought out his contract, and the UFC decided, we don't want anything to do with you. Now, I'm just extremely confused, okay? Because number ranked 15 in the UFC heavyweight division is Razan Kuniev. He has one fight in the UFC, and it's a loss against Chris Curtis. Granted, it was a split. It was a little bit of a close fight, but this is the state of the heavyweight division. We're going to be seeing Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane because Jon Jones didn't want to fight Tom Aspinall for literally 2 years. So the heavyweight division was put on pause. We saw an interim heavyweight champion defend the interim belt because the undisputed champion didn't want to fight him. And the owner of the company stepped in and the owner of the company didn't do a single thing about it. He just stood aside. Dana White just literally stood there and let his company rot. Literally. So why are we cutting people that are ranked 13? Why aren't ranked 12? Why are we cutting people that are ranked 12 in the heavyweight division that you just moved up a spot? You just moved Martin Buday over Mick Parkin. Mick Parkin was ranked 12 and he dropped down. Alright? I don't understand. Derek Lewis is still ranked 9. That's nothing against Derek Lewis. Absolutely not. He just went out there and beat up Talison Texera. Talison Texera, by the way, is ranked 14th. He's 1-1. In the UFC, he's ranked 14th. There are not people that weigh over 205 pounds that know how to squabble and can run for 5 minutes. Is that not like an optimal weight class for people to be in over 205 pounds? The heavyweight division is so stale. We've seen all of these matchups already. We saw Curtis Blades versus whoever. We've seen Jailton Almeida, who's 230 pounds, who can literally cut down to 205 and have an amazing career, but he just wants to stay at heavyweight because it's so stale. Imagine if Jailton Almeida decided, you know what? I would actually like to fight at my actual weight class, 205, because, it's actually a little bit competitive in there, and the weight class is actually moving, all right? The heavyweight division is fucking stale. Waldo Cortez Acosta, by the way, nothing against him. That dude's solid. He's on like a 7-6 fight winning streak, all right? He's ranked 6, which is not that bad of an idea. But when you look at rank 12, when you look at rank 14, when you look at rank 15, what is going on with this division? I thought that we would be seeing more moves in the heavyweight division after Jon Jones got hit with another fleeing of a crime scene charge, all right, and he was forced to retire. I thought that we would actually be seeing some movement. But all we get is an announcement that Cyril Gane is going to be fighting Tom Aspinall, which we were promised was not going to happen. We were promised that Volkov was going to get the shot because Volkov literally beat up Cyril Gane, all right? But Dana didn't hold up to his promises, all right? We're just being fed brain rot entertainment fights. Now, I understand there's a storyline between Cyril Gane and Tom Aspinall. Like, okay, they've had some previous spouts before. They don't really like each other. They're not fans of each other. Jon Jones is the common opponent here. Jon Jones got Cyril Gane out of there in the second round. If Tom Aspinall could beat Cyril Gane up in the first round, then he's going to basically prove that he's better than him. I understand that, right? But why are we cutting rank number 12, right, when the heavyweight division is fucking stale? I want to see Martin Buday go to BKFC and go win $25 million in a $25 million tournament that they have next year going on, all right? The UFC just doesn't know what they have, I guess. Shamil Gaziev might be next to get cut. If they cut Shamil Gaziev, I might stop making content for the UFC, absolutely, period, all right? It burdens me that an owner of a company, an owner of an entertainment company, heavyweight is the prime weight. That's like what the casuals look at. They're like, oh, I want to see a heavyweight bout. The heavyweight division is fucking dying. And Dana White is just standing aside and just pulling the plug. We're getting like no events, no storylines tailored to the heavyweight division at all. If we're being honest, the heavyweight division's budget, if you want to call it that, their clout budget, their TV time has been cut back significantly. When's the last time Tom Aspinall had like a little bit of a viral moment in the octagon? That's when he beat up Curtis Blades, the dude who has a Mickey Mouse on the back of his head right now. No offense to Mickey Mouse, but like, come on. What's the state of the heavyweight? We used to have Francis Ngannou, the Predator. Everybody was terrified of him. Tom Aspinall's a terrifying character. Yeah, he is. I understand. He puts people out there in under a round, and he has less than 10 minutes of octagon time, and he's a champion of the heavyweight division. But that's not that crazy of a stat when you realize how fucked up the heavyweight division is. Honestly. Dana, please. Go into the war room and figure some shit out. Can we get a heavyweight-only pay-per-view? Can we get a heavyweight-only TV show where you are going city to city, picking up people at gyms that are over 205 pounds? Right, and just making them run laps. And then saying, you know what, go in there. If you want to fight, you're assigned. You will be fighting for Taliesin Texera next week. You'll fight Shamil Gaziev. You'll fight Ty. By the way, Tai Tuivasa is 350 pounds, and this dude is ranked 10. Tai Tuivasa is on like a 5-fight losing streak. He hasn't won a fight since 2022, and he is ranked 10. You didn't cut him, but you cut Martin Bidet. Absolutely fucking insane. Who is making? I know it's not Hunter back there making these decisions. I hope not. I hope the future of the UFC isn't being casted into the hands of people who would treat the heavyweight division like this. Shameful. Shame on everybody who's in the war room. Shame on literally everybody in the heavyweight division too. Except for Tom Aspinall, because he just has to sit there and wait for people to tell him what to do. He's the fucking champion. But everybody else in this division, ranked 1 to 15, is the issue. You guys aren't trying to be active. If you are, find a fucking dance partner. You know what I mean? I'm not in there reading the heavyweight group chat messages, you know what I mean? But there's no reason that 16 dudes can't fucking find each other in a year's time. Most of these heavyweights are fighting once a year. It's honestly upsetting. It's honestly upsetting because UFC is young. It's a young sport, right? And they're going in shit like boxing. Boxing has been around for so long, right? And there's so many fans of boxing. And there's more fans of boxing than there are of UFC if you really just look at the statistics of it. And the UFC they just think they're hot shit. They think they're hot shit. They're like, you know what? Let's put one of the prime divisions on ice for 2 years. Let's see how that affects our company. You can't see it affecting you guys, right? Because obviously you guys have stars. But when you actually get the heavyweight division moving, you will see how much it has affected your company. You know, you'll be like, damn, these are the numbers that Tom Aspinall versus Volkov bring. These are the numbers that Tom Aspinall versus a BKFC dude that we just signed for 20 to show, 20 to win is going to do. You know what I mean? Step your game up, boys, all right? Anyways, if you made it this far into this little rant, I really appreciate it. Send me a like, give me a comment. Make sure you subscribe. We're almost at 300 subs. All right? It's about to be my birthday, boys. I appreciate everything. Always tap in for you guys. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Peace out.